everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie and we're going to talk about my June TBR. So if you followed any of my reading vlogs for the month of May, you know that I basically did not follow my May TBR whatsoever. Something I'm finding out more and more is that I'm more of a mood reader. So these are the recommendations that I have for this month. That I am hoping that I stick to this month. Been a little bit more realistic about what I might be in the mood for. We do have a lot going on in our family this month, so I may not get to a lot. First off, I am going to finish the at least 2 of the 3 books I'm currently in the middle of. One of is Manacled by Sin-Lin Yu. And I'm about halfway through. I'm listening it to on audio through Spotify. That one is a story of Hermione and Draco after the war. And Harry dies, Voldemort wins the war. And it's kind of a story about Harry Potter world with The Handmaid's Tale, if you ever watched that. So it's kind of an interesting twist on the story. I am enjoying it so far. I hope to probably have that finished by the end of the weekend. And then the other book that I'm in the middle of that I more than likely will also finish this weekend is The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. This is the first book in the Crown of Narnia's novel. I'm about halfway, a little less than halfway, I think, in this book, and I'm really enjoying this story as well. This follows our character, I just lost her name. I don't know why I'm like losing my mind here. Her name is Aurea, I think, and Ryan, and this is following Aurea, who is a human in a vampire world, and the vampires are not your typical vampire in the sense of the stories I've read previously. The vampires are very cruel, and they're disliked by the humans, and it's kind of like a Hunger Games and Court of Thorns and Roses. So you've got the Hunger Games, your different trials that you have to go through, and the idea is that Aurea goes through these trials, and there's 5 of them, to basically be the all-powerful. If she gets to that point, then nobody will try to challenge her. So I'm really interested to see how this story unfolds. I intend to pick up the second book in the series, which releases in hardback next Wednesday, June 5th. And so I am looking forward to getting to the next one. These are also on Kindle Unlimited, so if you want to start reading them now, they are available that way as well. So I'll finish that one. And then I am still in the middle of Glow of the Everflame by Penn Cole. I've been enjoying the story. I just have not been reading on my Kindle, and I just have not been picking it up. I feel like I need to sit down and be able to read it while I have no distractions. And kids are home for the summer, so lots of distractions. And so I want to get back to this and finish out this book. The 4th one comes out this summer, and so I really want to get moving on this story, because I do find it very interesting. I just haven't been able to sit down and enjoy it like I want to. So those are the 3 that I am anticipating to read to finish for the month of June. In addition to those, I did pick up this from our library called The Book That Wouldn't Burn by Mark Lawrence. I found this on another booktuber's site, and I thought, this book sounds really interesting. This is a story about, obviously, a library. This book's kind of falling apart. The synopsis is two strangers find themselves connected by a vast and mysterious library containing many wonders and still more secrets. In this powerful, moving first book in a new series from the international best-selling author of Red Sister and Prince of Thorns. The boy has lived his whole life trapped within a book-choked chamber older than empires and larger than cities. The boy has spent hers in a tiny settlement out on the dust where nightmares stalk and no one goes. The world has never even noticed them. That's about to change. Their stories spiral around each other across worlds and time. This is a tale of truth and lies and hearts and the blurring of one into another, a journey on which knowledge erodes certainty, on which through the pen may be mightier than the sword, blood will be spilled and cities burned. So I'm very interested. I've never read anything by him. I've heard that this story, the series is really good. So I anticipate to pick this up and read for the month of June. It is due in the middle of June, so I definitely need to get on that. And then I want to continue in my series of From Blood and Ash. So this is The War of Two Queens by Jennifer Amront. This is, let me think about this. This is the fourth book in the series. I've been reading this in combination with Flesh and Fire. And so I do want to pick this up. I have it on audio. So I want to do a read of audio while reading and see if I can get through this one. I am curious to see how the story continues. So I am, this is on my June TBR. And then I want to read The Frozen River by Ariel Lawhorn. I picked this book up because a friend of mine recommended it, and it is a kind of a mystery historical fiction. And so I'm very interested in to see how this unfolds. She really, really enjoyed it. Said it was very fast paced, kept you intrigued the whole time. So I'm really curious to pick this one up, and I definitely like the historical fiction. So this one it is in Maine of 1789. And that's pretty much all I know about it right now. I just picked it up because she recommended it. So I'm going to check this one out for the month of June. I also have, if I get to it, I may not, but I do want to read Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. I did read Birthday Girl by her, and I did really enjoy it. It was a very short, fast read book, and I found that in May, I really enjoyed books that when I just was like not feeling like the fantasy, romance, intricate details, things like that, that books like these were great to lean on. And so I do anticipate to pick this one up. This won't take me very long to read. It's under 400 pages. So I anticipate it'll take me maybe a couple days, but I do want to pick this up. I've really been enjoying Penelope Douglas writing. And then I will read The Body Keeps the Score, Brain, Mind, and Body and the Healing of Trauma by Bessel van der Kolk. I will not finish this in the month of June. I am buddy reading this for the summer with a friend of mine, with two friends. And so my goal is to get to chapter 8 in this book by the end of June. So we'll slowly move along on this one. Now the next 5 I'm going to show you are 5 that my book club members are picking right now. I don't know which one is going to be the pick of the month yet, but I will announce that on Instagram as soon as they have decided. But currently, what we have on the docket is Archer's Voice by Mira Sheridan. This is a book about a small town in Pelhamy, Maine. let's see. It is a love story. It's where this gal meets Archer, and in the midst of some trauma that's happening in this town. And so I'm interested to pick this up if I don't get it in the book club pick. I do want to get to this eventually. The other one that's on the book club pick is The Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. This one follows Georgia Stanton and Noah Harrison, and they're friends that end up finding themselves let's see. It is a love story about Scarlett's grandmother that didn't finish her book. Let me see. Yeah, it's about George's great grandmother, who doesn't finish her book, and Noah Harrison is an author, and so he picks up, has an opportunity to pick up where the grandmother left off. So I been told that this is a very, very good book. So I'm really interested to read this one as well. The other one is The Poppy War by R.F. Kong. This one follows Ren and Kiju, follows Ren. And it's about the Chinese Empire and the war that unfolds. So this is a fantasy historical. So I'm interested to read this as well. I've heard this amazing reviews on this book as well. So hopefully we'll get to this one. The next two are more mystery books. So this one was on my TBR from last month, The Curious Beginnings, a Veronica Speedwell mystery by Deanna Raybourn. This was a historical mystery. I did not get to this, but I did put it on the recommendations for book club pick. This is a pretty short book. It's less than 300 pages, or a little less than 350. I am curious about this book as well. I've heard some good reviews on this, but we'll see if they pick it. And then the last one is Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. This one is a YA fantasy. Basically about a war that breaks out, and yeah. So this one's about a war that breaks out, and it says no God, no creatures, no war can come between them. So it's about two people that come together in the midst of war. So I'm interested to pick this one up as well. So we'll see if they pick this. These are all books on my current TBR for the year, but I will be curious to see which one of the 5 that gets picked to read for our book club pick. So really, I only have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I have 7 on my TBR for June, and I think I got a good mix. Some fantasy, romance, some contemporary romance, some mystery, kind of a mix. So I should have something every part of the month to read. If I'm not feeling fantasy romance, I can read mystery. So that is the TBR that I have for the month of June. If you've read any of these or haven't and want to pick them up, give a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video today, please like and subscribe. I would love to hear from you and see what's on your June TBR.